Up, MGTOW, what is up? My brothers out there, man. And the sisters who might be listening that give the video a thumbs down whenever they watch the first like 10 seconds of it. Cause you know the shit that I'm saying applies to you. But let's talk about this Me Too bullshit, man. For those of y'all who hold on. Yeah, this Me Too bullshit. This shit ain't nothing new. Number one. It's been around for a while. It's just now motherfuckers just figured out, motherfuckers just managed to put a hashtag on it, and it's just a nice little catchphrase, you know, for whenever it comes to these fucking rape allegations and these sexual misconduct allegations and shit like that. But see, man, I've been, you know, me going through life and looking back on all the other experiences. I've never been Me Too. I'm so glad I never had to deal with that bullshit. But I've heard like other, brothers in the. Cause check this out. Back when I was in the mill, yeah, I know I keep coming up with my fucking military stories, but this has like, it's what's the word I'm looking for? It has, but like these stories are valid, man, and these stories are real experiences. Well, other people's experiences. Like that Me Too bullshit would go on a lot in the military. Some would be justified, some would be wrongful accusations. Like there would be women. Like I've heard this instance where I was in training in the mill, like when I first got in and stuff, and was still doing training. And I heard this story. One of my boys was telling me how he had a homeboy who I guess you could say not got me too, but I guess in that general sense, basically there was this fucking airman chick or whatever who I guess didn't look up to par to his homeboy standards, and so he didn't want her, obviously, and she lied on him saying that he sexually assaulted her, and you know they pushed it and everything. She went to the SARC office. I guess that's what they called it back then. I don't know if they called it SARC back then, whenever that situation that happened with his homeboy. But yeah, she went and lied on that man, and then they took the, like, especially it being the Air Force, they gonna take that shit very serious, especially if it's on the woman's side, because that shit leans more towards the women. But yeah, and then once they figured out that it was all a bullshit lie, I think she had got out. I don't know, but she didn't have any real repercussions like that. And this was back in 2012. You know what I'm saying? Before I even went in, which was in 2013. So yes, this shit's been around for a very long time. This Me Too shit. And I was looking at a video earlier where it was a dude talking about this whole Me Too thing, and he broke it down eloquently. He was saying that this Me Too shit that y'all bitches are doing, thinking that y'all getting over one on men, is basically a detriment to y'all. Because if y'all keep going down this road, it's going to be even more difficult for y'all to get quote unquote black men or men in general. Because they ain't even going to have anything to do with y'all. Just by the fact that they might be afraid of being fucking Me Too'd. Oh, he put his fucking arms around my shoulder during a fucking promotional picture. I felt uncomfortable. Men ain't even gonna want to even think about being around y'all motherfuckers. Just so that way they reputation and just who they are as a person can stay intact without them having to worry about their life and their lifestyle being attacked by fucking bitches in the system and shit because of, hold on, because of some bitch who decided to lie on. They tried to Me Too Nelly. These bitter ass fucking black bitches or whoever, ugly ass bitches who they know for a damn fact that they wouldn't even have, like Nelly wouldn't even give these hoes even half the time of the day. And they tried to pull that bullshit on him. See, that's the tricks that y'all hoes play now. And y'all wonder why niggas are leaving y'all in the fucking dust. Y'all wonder why men ain't wanting to deal with y'all, period. Instead of just on that level of fucking. And just on that basic level of we know each other, we cool, we chilling, and we fucking, and that's it. If even the fucking comes around. Because of this whole Me Too bullshit. It's just like anything that's little that comes with any type of little interaction that it seems whenever you make with a female, they could just try to use that shit against you to their advantage and to your detriment. That's the kind of the thing that I'm noticing. And then another thing that the dude brought up in the, or it was a Jada Black video, not the whole. It's success. Fuck, man. Fuck out of here. But yeah, this video about to be all over the place. It's more than just this whole Me Too discussion. But yeah, this Me Too shit is dumb. And if there are, real sexual assault victims out there who are coming out, or who recently have been sexually assaulted, then obviously that don't apply to you, because it's like shit legitly happened to you, and that's unfortunate. But it's also funny is that you see men who are coming out here talking about how they were sexually assaulted or whatever have you. And it's like women just look at those type of men weird, or they get laughed off like it's not serious to them. And and the funny part about that shit is, remember back in the days, back in like high school days or middle school days, back in like the early 2000s and shit like that, where it was that little bullshit stigma to where it was like, oh, men can't get you can't rape the willing or some shit like that. Men can't get sexually assaulted. Yeah, that bullshit. Let's talk about that. Y'all don't want to talk about that fucking double standard, but y'all bitches would be the main bitches to be out here trying to destroy a man's fucking image, destroy a man's career, and destroy a man's life because he didn't want to give your ass the time of day. Because you're bitter and you're jealous. Because you hit the wall and turned around and hit it again. You ran through the fucking wall and you turned around and ran back through it. Don't no man want to deal with you? Just like how you always be talking about these niggas, blah, blah, blah. I don't want to deal with these motherfucking niggas. But yet you always in niggas' ear. You sitting here saying, fuck these niggas ain't this, and X, Y, and Z. But yet, motherfuckers always either finding you or you always finding yourself entertaining the motherfucker. Entertaining the dude. A dude who don't even really want you like that. So, you Me Too him. That's that card that y'all... You see all these bullshit cards that these bitches pull? All these cards that they try to pull? The race card, the gender card, the sexual preference card. Oh, I've been Me Too card. Or Me Too card. Like, which card y'all hoes gonna pull out next, man? Because all it's doing is just making it to where men is gonna build up the wall of silence even higher on y'all hoes. Y'all think Donald Trump's wall gonna be bad. For real. Because once these niggas start realizing and start waking up to the fact that I don't have to deal with this bitch. I'm not obligated to motherfucking have sex with this motherfucking broad and have kids by her and all this other shit. I could just go, cause like I said in my last video, y'all are going to be here no matter what. So for the brothers out there who listening, man, and for the sisters out there who listening, focus on your success. Focus on where you want to go at in your fucking life. And if that other person who claim that they fucking want to be serious with you ain't on the same page as you, fuck them. Simple as that. The only reason why you're stressing out so much is because the fact is that you're keeping these motherfuckers around who probably benefiting more off of you than y'all are equally benefiting off of each other. But Yeah, man. Back to this Me Too shit. And another thing that the dude in the video brought up, I forgot his YouTube name, but he was saying that you notice how most of these bitches who are out here doing this whole Me Too shit, they're not really that good looking. Apparently, he was saying like he um had a picture of the article with the chick who was the quote unquote founder of Me Too, whoever started that bullshit, and it was a black chick, of course, and like she looked average, I guess, but for the most part, like a caliber type of man, she's not going to get his attention. A man who has options and a man who has resources in his own shit going for him, to where he really don't need a bitch for anything. He not gonna get her attention, or she's not going to get his attention. My bad. She's not going to get his attention. He is getting attention from 10, if not 100 other fucking females. Cause the nigga has options. And that's what I feel like those type of bitches are upset about. So instead of you stepping your game up, you just get mad at the man. Because of, like, I seen this, like, let me tell you something, man. I'm not ashamed of being on POF because I see all the madness and all the all the fuckery that goes on POF. That is a perfect place to collect data from when it comes to these types of topics and the whole issue that's going on right now with this whole thing between men and women and shit like that. Or just fucking, the reason why men are going MGTOW. And POF is just a real good example because for those of y'all motherfuckers who are on there, what do you notice about the women on POF? Who do you see the most? And I guess it depends on where you're located, like what city you in and shit. But who do you see the most whenever you go to that little search shit within a whatever mile radius that you fucking type in whenever you searching up females, whatever? What race of women do you see the most on POF? On my shit, it's black fucking single mothers. And whether they single moms or not, that still don't change the fact that I see more black women on fucking POF than there is any other demographic of women. The people who I see less on POF are Asians and probably like Indians or Middle Easterns or whatever type of foreigner or type of foreign women there is like that. But yeah, I see more black women on there than white women. So what does that tell? What does that say alone, man? That these niggas do not want these females out here. Either A, these niggas don't want these females out here. B, these bitches who got POFs and got a man, they're cheating. That's why they're on it. Or I don't know about C. Or C, it could be A or B. It could be both A and B. These niggas either or it could be either or. Both A or B. But for the most part, man, them bitches on fucking Pew Up online, bruh. They majority of them single moms with one or more fucking kid, two or more kids, whatever have you. Right? And they're either on that bitch because again, these men out here don't want them like that. They're not being taken off of the market. And then they be like, well, what about you? Blah, 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 and all this other stuff like that. Look, nigga, like, if I really wanted a fucking female like that to be serious with, I can get one. I got out of a shitty ass relationship, and I realized this the whole purpose of going MGTOW. If motherfuckers ain't even get that point in their head. But for the most part, nah. Them bitches who on POF, they are in survival mode. They are in survival mode. Fucking up. They are in getting it mode because they single mothers struggling ass, lights about to get cut off, phone about to get cut off and shit. They trying to find resources, which is you, men, or whoever they looking for to take advantage of. But yeah, this Me Too bullshit. This Me Too bullshit is becoming fucking ridiculous. And if y'all fucking demographic of women who is um pro Me Too, it's cool to just lie on the man and say that he's a motherfucking sexual assaulter or whatever like that. All y'all doing is just digging y'all graves even deeper, to the point to where men are literally not going to have, or literally not going to even want to have anything to do with y'all. Not even want to deal with y'all at all, out of protection. And that's another thing he brought up in that video too, the YouTube I was watching. He's saying that so men don't have the right to protect themselves. And then like he brought up this other article saying that, I forgot what article it was. It seemed like it was an article either written by simps or fucking women disguised as fucking simps. And we're saying that it's not right, basically trying to shame people who don't want to deal with women or refuse to interact with women like that in the workplace, right? Which makes fucking perfect sense, because all it takes is for this bitch to go complain to HR or complain to a manager about how she felt uncomfortable or some shit like that. Then all of a sudden now your job and your shit on the line because of this bitch. So best way is just to not just deal with them at all, right? Because if they lying on you, then you be like, I don't even talk to this bitch. So you should know for a fact that she's fucking lying. I don't even conversate with none of these bitches in this workplace. I just make my money and go home. Because they are co-workers. Not co-friends or whatever the fuck you want to call it. But yeah, all that Me Too bullshit is going to just do is just make men realize that these bitches are out of pocket, and they just going to have a higher risk assessment, and just going to be practicing more risk management around y'all bitches, to the point to where they just not even going to want to deal with y'all. Not even want to deal with y'all on that level that men deal with when it comes to females, even on an everyday basis. Whether it's just conversation or just anything. Just not even talk to y'all. Not even give y'all the time of the day, and just walk right past y'all. Because y'all probably, even though y'all probably be trying y'all hardest to get a motherfucker's attention, to get that man's attention, to the point where you would probably get mad. I'm pretty sure there's probably bitches out there who probably got mad. Not probably, who gotten mad and upset at a dude because she was doing all kinds of crazy shit and wasn't getting his attention. Narcissistic. That's what it all comes back to. So it's cool if women can reject men all day, but if they but they can't be rejected. They act like they are, women act like they are always the person. What I'm looking, I'm gonna word this. Women act like they are always the one um who has the last say in the matter on whether the relationship or whatever it is going to go further, or it's going to go anywhere, I guess. So it's cool if women can reject men and shit like that, but if they get rejected by men, it's a problem. It's cool if you're doing it, but if people do it to you, then, you know, it's an issue. Yeah, that's some bullshit. I don't know what fucking world or delusion y'all live in, but it does not work that way at all. And then going back to the point I was trying to make earlier, before I got tongue-tied and shit, it takes two, hoes. It takes two. So say, for example, if you feeling me, whatever like that, and you attracted to me and some shit like that, like, I can always, I can always fucking say no if I don't want to fuck you. Or if you think that, or better yet, here's it. If you think that I'm going to ask you the fuck at the end of the night and I don't ask you that question and you get mad over it or some shit like that, then that's the point that I'm trying to make when it comes down to some shit like that. Because again, I'm sure it happened before plenty of times to plenty of people. I seen other experiences like that and shit. But I used to have bitches beg me to fuck them when I was in relationships. It got annoying. But yeah, like bitches be acting like they are the only person that can make the choice on whether either A gonna have sex or B gonna take the relationship any further. I'm like, no, like the dude has just as much power and just as much say so in the relationship as you do. Cause just as quick as you can cut it off, he can cut it off just as fast. If not quicker. Hey, if the nigga don't wanna fuck you and you wanna fuck and he says no, it ain't gonna happen. You can get mad and pout and all this other bullshit, which most of y'all bitches do anyway, but it ain't gonna happen. But yet, see, that's men taking their power back because at that point, she can't use anything against you. She can't use sex against you as a fucking weapon. She can't use it. She can't dangle anything in front of you to use as leverage. That's why it be so detrimental to these brothers out here who be having kids by these bitches and then be wanting to be in the child's life. They the fucking the bitch, she put all these fucking obstacles up, have to make the man jump through all these hoops, all these unnecessary legal hoops, just for him to still get wrung out to dry and have the fucking state hold a gun up to his head, i.e. child support and alimony, other shit like that, depending on what situation you was in. And he doing all this shit, going through all this bullshit from this bitch, just so that way he can see his kid. And the reason why this bitch is doing all this goofy ass shit and dangling the kid in front of him to basically take advantage of him and use him as leverage to get whatever the fuck she want out this motherfucker, it all becomes down to the fact that he didn't want to be with her no more. He didn't want to put up with her bullshit anymore. I mean, that's one reason. There's various reasons as well. And for y'all women, here's a little secret. It ain't always the man's fault on why he leaves. Maybe you should look in the mirror. Straight up. Like, I was just on Facebook earlier talking to one of my homeboys because he put a status up about y'all black bitches. And of course, all these bitches jumped out of the fucking woodwork trying to shit on him because of what he said. I'm like, clearly he ruffling some feathers because obviously what he said applies to some of y'all hoes. So, but yeah, I know I got off topic with this Me Too shit, but it kind of all stems back to it. This Me Too shit is stemming from jealousy. And again, for the ones who are really sexual assault victims, it becomes harder on them. Cause like legit cases of rape and sexual assault, it gets murky. You know what I'm saying? It becomes a murky territory. Cause then people just start like victim blaming. People start victim blaming the wrong people who are like actual victims to this shit. Versus a bitch who just lying because she couldn't get this, because she couldn't get this motherfucker. So she just lied on him and saying that he fucking did shit to her ass. Which that has, like, trust me. Like, people be acting like these bitches don't be lying. They do. For real. So, yeah, this Me Too bullshit, it's, y'all think it's empowering y'all, but in actuality, dude, like, in the long term, it's going to be more of a detriment to y'all bitches than it is as an incentive. Especially to the ones who are lying. But let's move on to other endeavors besides this Me Too shit. Yeah, I can go anywhere with this motherfucking topic, dude. Oh yeah, I was on motherfucking POF earlier, and you know how them fucking bitches are on there. They show off all these goddamn images. They literally create thirst traps. They're thirsty for attention because they be going on that motherfucker, having they ass all out, having all this all out, they whole body out, whatever. If that's what you want to do, go right the fuck ahead. But don't get mad when you attract that certain attention to you. Them same type of bitches who be putting those type of provocative images up there that be provoking motherfuckers to slide in their DMs on some thirsty shit. That's because you are enticing that shit. You are creating that reaction. And going back to my point, for those bitches who be doing that shit and then putting the headline that they don't want sex and all this other crap, then how about you take them thirst trap pictures down? Because you're creating a fucking image and you're creating an assumption about yourself. But going back to what I was saying, yeah, I seen this little bitch, whatever. Like she was on there with her ass out. So I put on that like I quoted the picture in her DM, and so I was like, "That's all you got to offer, huh?" And she was saying like, "That's all I don't even remember the fucking what the bitch said exactly, but to summarize it, she was just saying that that's all she wanted to offer from now, whatever like that. It's just a fuck." And I was like, and I was saying, so you I don't even remember what the fuck I said. But basically, of course, she had fucking kids. She had twins or whatever like that. Single mom. The bitch was 23. Trust me, I don't want to have anything to do with that shit. I was just pointing out the shit. I be pointing out that shit to these motherfucking females on fucking that app. The fuckery that they be doing. But yeah, like and I basically what I told her is that, okay, you fucking around now and all this other stuff, fucking with other, like jumping from dick to dick to dick. Okay, that's your choice. But again, listen to what I said. Don't get mad, and when you get like later on in your life, if that shit turns around and bites you in the ass, don't get mad and be sitting here talking about all these niggas ain't this and they are X, Y, and Z and everything under the sun when it was, again, your choice. That's what I underlined the most in that fucking conversation. You want to sit here and jump on dicks? Go right ahead. That's your fucking choice. But when that shit turns around and it kicks you in the ass, and you know what I'm saying, it backfires on you, and you end up being fucked up out here, catching something or having more kids, then don't be sitting here out here playing the blame game on everybody and their mama except for yourself, because it was your choice. You need to woman up, grow up, and have accountability for your actions and your responsibilities. That's what my homeboy was talking about on Facebook. But nah, it's always somebody else's fault when it come to y'all bitches. But yeah, and these bitches tried to flip that argument whenever he posted that shit, saying that all men don't take care of their responsibilities, blah blah blah. Y'all bitches been saying that tired ass line for the longest. I can say it because, one, y'all don't take care of y'all responsibilities, and number two, like, y'all beating a dead horse because we know that men out here are fucking up. But again, like I stated in my last video, was y'all don't talk about the men who are out here turning their lives around. And going back to what I was saying earlier about the men who try to be in they kids' lives, but yet these bitches, they get between them and their fucking kids because of sheer jealousy and the fact that he don't want to deal with her no more and put up with her bullshit. There's probably been tons of cases and instances to where like the bitch would literally just use her fucking child to get whatever she wanted out this motherfucker, whether it be sex, money, time, attention, resources, whatever. And at the end of the day, all he want to do is just see his kid. So yeah, but yet you want to talk about responsibilities, right? Fuck out of here. Just because he didn't want to deal with your ass no more, don't mean that this nigga don't want to take care of his responsibility. That's the perfect fucking point right there. That's an epiphany like type of point right there, man. Just because he don't want to deal with your ass anymore doesn't mean he don't want to take care of his responsibilities. Because maybe you're not allowing him to. Maybe he can't because you're not letting him. Have y'all assholes ever thought? They have thought of it that way. They know what they're doing. They have thought of it that way. But yeah, going back to what I was saying. Y'all don't talk about the men out here who actually jumping through all these little stupid ass hoops that y'all bitches are putting these men through to take care of their responsibilities. No, because you think that you are their responsibility. That's one thing. You think that this motherfucker, this nigga has to take care of you as well. But yet, want y'all the same type of bitches who be like, oh, I don't need a man, I'm independent, X, Y, and Z, and X, Y, and Z, and X, Y, and fucking Z, right? Y'all was those same type of bitches back in the day, listening to Beyonce, all my single ladies, ladies leave your man at home type shit. I'm too independent. Y'all got brainwashed by that bullshit. And now look, y'all are fucked up out here and complaining that no man wants y'all. So that's why y'all out here me tooing niggas. You see, all that shit ties back into itself. Like, it's funny, man, because like you can literally connect all that. It's not an isolated incident. None of those incidents, like these things that be happening in society, are isolated. Especially when it come to y'all black bitches. Holy shit. But yeah, like y'all say y'all didn't want a man, right? And so we said, okay, y'all got it. And now look, we gave y'all what y'all wanted, which is independence, and y'all still bitching about it. Like that shit is just think about that shit, man. And again, it's the brothers' turn now. It's their turn now. Because y'all bitches been on TV. Y'all bitches got so many other fucking female and male apologists for y'all to keep y'all coddled and in y'all little safe spaces, in y'all little bubbles, to keep y'all protected from the truth about yourselves. But nah, the new wave is coming, which is men who just not gonna put up with y'all bullshit no more, and just leave y'all where y'all stand. And then with this whole Me Too movement, y'all are subconsciously helping the shit out, because y'all are basically, by y'all doing this shit to men, y'all are having other men and women looking at this shit and saying to themselves, why would I even want to put myself in that situation to where I could potentially end up Me Too? So the niggas might just become MGTOW monks or whatever and just put their own spin on it to where they can still get satisfaction from a woman, but at the same time mitigate the risks, or not have any risks at all. Excuse me. But yeah, y'all are done part 2, man. That's what it's looking like. I should have named it Y'all Are Done Part 2 of this video. But yeah, man, this whole Me Too thing, this whole thing that's going on right now, dude, with this feminization, this deep feminization, is what's going to make y'all bitches end up even more lonely and more bitter and psychotic at the in the end? Because there are men outside of this country that see what's going on with the women, and they are like, holy shit. Or I'm just referring to black women because I'm black. But yeah, man, like y'all bitches get what y'all asked for and y'all still blame other motherfuckers. Y'all can just no responsibility and no accountability whatsoever for the most part, for the way I see it. But yeah, man, y'all brothers, man, and y'all sisters out there who see it, y'all need to wake up y'all fucking peers, because obviously men can't do it, or not can't do it, but obviously your peers ain't gonna listen, because they not gonna listen, especially when they in this mindset, this victim fucking mindset, this victim mentality that it's everybody else's fault on why their lives are fucked up. It's everybody else's fault on the choices that they made. Like, just listen to how fucking illogical that shit sounds. But I'm about to get the fuck up out of here, man. Y'all boys be good, boy. Peace.